So
field,
I got,
and it lifts its like.
when I Googled do male dogs pee differently, I got 12 dog peeing positions, and what do they mean?
All right, Megan, hit it. Pull it up.
Stand by for the opening night of the National Television Service.
So we're going.
Not me, not Hermione, you.
Was the
I just thought, you know how like sometimes a thing will just get you? I thought that might be one of those things. There was no reason for it other than that.
sometimes it does. Your what was that impression you did?
Oh my god! Oh, it was Jason
Jason
Statham.
Statham. Okay, we don't have to keep going down the road. I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that Borat, a random movie quote from Harry Potter, and Jason Statham get me.
You know, mate, get to know your crew like a family is very nice.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
That was all.
I already.
That
felt,
was the Avengers Endgame of my impressions right there.
So, Julian, do you want to pick one of the things from my list? I think that might be fun.
Let's do bedside weapons.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a bedside weapon?
I don't really. It's the type of thing where, as a man, you kind of fantasize about it. You know, you're kind of enamored with the thought of having like some sort of signature weapon that stays by your side. But no, I haven't actually gone through on that. What's your bedside weapon?
I have like 3. And I don't know which one I'd use. I just like I have this collection of objects in my home that I don't know what to do with, and I'm like, that'd be useful in like a fight, you know?
Yeah.
The first one is a golf club.
Right.
I don't play golf.
Yeah.
I just have a golf club.
I know where you got it.
I think just like Value Village or something.
Did we
I
get
know.
them together
Yeah,
for some bullshit
I got
purpose?
it for you. We got it together.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
No, I do not
Megan,
remember.
why did he get it? I want to hear his motivation for buying a golf club,
Okay,
this
well-
non-golfer.
Zach and I were going on a date. It was when we first started dating.
Yeah.
We went to the Goodwill, and I came
My
up with the
man
idea.
likes to save money. Hey, baby, let me take you shopping.
Okay, it's not like that. We liked
We
going
like going
thrifting. For
thrifting.
fuck's
It's
sake.
a fun couple thing. I wasn't saying you should have bought her a Louis Vuitton thing. Keep going.
Anyways, so the mugs were like $1 a piece, and we bought a bunch of mugs, and we bought
Oh,
a
that's
golf club,
right.
and we went to the park in the middle of the night, and we smashed up all the mugs, and then Zachary got really upset because he
No.
wanted to make sure we cleaned it all up.
Yeah, because I was like, Megan, this is gonna make a huge fucking
We
mess.
had a broom.
And you were like, no, it's not. And I was like, this is gonna make a huge mess. We got out there, we made a huge fucking mess. And then you were like, well, let's just leave it. And I was like, no, Megan, we're not leaving like 20 smashed mugs in this fucking parking lot.
The mug smash duo back at it again.
If there's one thing that was ingrained in me as a child, it was not littering.
Hey, Zach doesn't want to catch a case for that and end up with a mug shot.
Hey. But that's why you have a golf club.
Well, fun. Why do I have a large pipe wrench?
I don't know.
Because
Julian
you
will know.
have a
You know why.
large pipe.
You know why. You might not remember, but you know why. I'm going to turn your headphone up a bit just so you talk quieter.
Okay.
That sounds mean.
You
It's
got
just-
tired of being
No,
overshadowed?
No, it's because like I built this entire thing and you're still like you weren't talking in your mic for a second.
What?
You might not be able to remember. Lily gave me that wrench.
Yes, it was her
Yeah, it
dad's
was that
wrench.
wrench, dude.
Mhm. I remember that.
I still have that wrench and it's just by my bed in case someone invades my home. I have
Lily's
a large
dad would be
pipe
so
wrench.
fucking proud about that. Like, on it.
So I have a golf club, I have a large pipe wrench, and there's something else.
That you're like Lily's dad's ideal of a man. You're like, you like improvise things the same way that he does. He'd be much more secure if you were fucking my girlfriend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But unfortunately not.
This kind of blends into one of my other topics, which is that, and this is a silly thought I had, which is, have you seen Parks and Recreation?
Yes.
Okay. So you know how Ron Swanson is like this kind of a blue collar guy?
Yeah.
The fuck was that, Megan?
I accidentally hit the mobile.
Okay, no, I thought something fucking broke. Anytime I see Megan's shit start freaking out, I'm like, God, I start having a panic attack. So Ron Swanson is like a blue collar guy in like a white collar environment. and like all of his coworkers are trying to like do these government projects, right? And he's constantly like, eh. And I've kind of
That's how I describe Nick Offerman's characters.
He's quiet. He just like
I got you.
yeah, okay. I've found that I am like a blue collar worker. I'm a white collar worker in like a blue collar environment, except like all of my coworkers are like, trans people are weird, and I'm like,
Okay, I see why that noise was so important.
yeah, I was trying to.
I was like, I feel bad. I harped on that.
But yeah, that was a silly thing I had, where like it's like I very much feel
You're
like
an anti Ron Swanson. We're like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
the government
yeah.
does play a role in all our lives, boys.
Yeah. Or me arguing like I'm the one socialist in the bunch, and I'm just quiet whenever like an election comes around, and they're like, yeah, well, we'll see how it is when Biden fucks up. And I'm just like, oh Jesus.
Zach, I feel like you could very easily, like, if you wanted to become like a union rep, I feel like you could be very politically powerful with this group of people. Like, I feel like
sure.
if you wanted to, you could say all the right things and then just trick them into voting for you as union rep, and then just, execute on your own agenda.
I don't know. I think national. I'm gonna totally fuck this up, because I know that the people that work at a local union shop get paid whatever the local foreman wage is. But I think people that work for the national UA, and this is total word of mouth, I have not checked. This is what people have told me. I think they make like, maybe you have to be like a certain role, but you make like $250,000 if you work for like the national UA. You get really well compensated. I can't remember a lot of I shouldn't have said that. You ever just say stuff? You ever spend a lot of money to like put a microphone in front of yourself, and then you just say shit and upload it to the internet?
I actually think
like, this is true.
I think that's a bigger problem than you might think.
Yeah, right. I think I'm not the one that's causing issues in that regard.
I think we're not causing the most issues. I'll put it like that.
Me shouting into the void is not like.
There are more harmful shows out there on the internet than the other end of the candle, for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad the trans people are weird thing got a laugh.
I feel like when you put it in that context, I want to take back my laugh now when you say it like that.
No, it's
yeah. No,
it's more, I like the, I don't know, I think that's a funny angle. Not the trans people specifically. They're just,
no, I know
that's
what
just
you're
what
saying.
people like that say.
I'm making fun of you for the way that you chose to refer to it. Yes, I agree.
The angle of being like a white collar guy in a blue collar environment and a blue collar guy in a white collar environment, that seems like a fun new thing.
There's a validation to being able to say something that sounds like it's treading the line, yet it clearly shows where your like allegiances are at.
You can keep going.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
It was like in the sense of, like when you can make a bit of like a off-color point, but have people understand you to still be sympathetic to
talking about what they said.
Exactly.
Mint. Do you want to do one of yours? Or do you want me to keep going?
I saw this is a bit of a Seattle local one. So I was at you're a disappointment to comedians, and you don't know who Marc Maron is, right?
I know who Marc Maron is.
You don't know, so Marc Maron was in town, maybe.
Yeah,
Marc Maron
just
came to town.
He did the something theater.
He did the More. So I went with Lily and Cameron, because Cameron fucking loves Marc Maron. And Bo Johnson opened, and I thought it was so funny because Marc Maron was like, he was on the mic, and he was like, he was on the God mic, and he was introducing the opener, and he's like, he's a local Seattle's own. I was like, oh, it's gonna be Bo Johnson. And he's like, Bo Johnson. And it was fun. It was fun to see him perform, but it was like a strange experience, because it's like a guy who I've met one-on-one. Like, it's like a very direct connect. Like, even though I don't know him, and I don't think he would remember who I am, if at all, unless he's got a great fucking memory for faces, it was very surreal to be like, oh, wow, that's like much closer to what I think of as making it. And I paid you to do stand-up comedy once. It was a cool feeling. Yeah.
That's a cool feeling.
It was to make it all about me. It was also, I was like,
well, it was your experience.
I was watching him up on stage, and I was like, where do I play into this? Like, I'm liking this show, but I want to know how Julian factors in. And that's, it was with that.
You want to hear it? You want to hear another kind of joke I
Hit
thought
me.
of? Okay. This one I don't know how you're going to feel about.
All right.
and I don't really know how to word it either, but like
Yeah.
you know how like
Oh, you should definitely think about it, word it, Doc.
you know
That's
how
one of the important parts.
well, no, it's not what I do. I like writing down my silly ideas and then sharing my silly thoughts and then saying them with you. You know how you used to like get a prize in a Cracker Jack box?
Yeah.
Like I think there's like how to word this. I'm totally overplaying it. I think it'd be funny to like open a Cracker Jack box and then like your prize was an N-word pass. Cause it's a Cracker Jack box.
I get where you're at. Okay, that's one.
Crackers? I think she's laughing at me, not with me. If I'm being real.
Yes,
I don't
because
think that
you
counts.
tested that one on me.
And you laughed just as hard as then, Megan?
No,
You
I was
just-
like, oh, okay.
You're like-
The wordplay's good. I
You're
like the
full of
wordplay.
shit.
It would be better if you wrote it down. It's like if you read it.
I should have been
think.
more confident. It doesn't matter. It's what's done is done. N-word pass in a Cracker Jack box.
I opened a Cracker Jack box and I was like, whoa, holy shit. I'm not sure if I should use this.
Yeah. Or like the idea of a black guy being like, "Where'd you get that? A Cracker Jack box?" I don't know. Ah, he's giggling.
I'm giggling at the absurdity that you're about to like get your ass kicked for being racist. And he's like, wait.
Where'd you get this?
Did you eat
authentic-
Cracker Jacks recently?
I think it's genuine, boys.
All right, we're good, man. We're good.
Like, let me see that. And you like lick it, and you could like taste the caramel, and you're like, it's pure.
See, I think it would make a good comic if I was
Yeah, maybe like 60 years ago.
no like a comic.
I know what you meant.
Oh,
Like a comic. Like, is this okay? I like the meta-ness of this Cracker Jack joke is like a Bazooka Joe gum rapper joke. You know, it's-
Or like on the bottom of a Snapple
what do you get
cap.
in a bottle of Cracker Jack? It's like,
No, it's one of those popsicles where it gives you the setup, and then you have to eat to the punchline.
you just like, and you eat to it, and you're like, oh, holy shit. Fucking popsicle. Why would you write that? Oh my God.
It's like
Popsicle, why are you using a hard R, man? Jesus.
I actually really like that.
I like it enough.
I like,
It's all yours, buddy.
no, I like the absurdity of that being on a popsicle is very funny.
I like these degradation. I like the popsicle that attacks you for like what you are. Like, it's not just insulting like a group of people. It's gonna be like, it's like you lick down to the bottom. It's like, oh, why did the loser's wife leave? Because of you. Oh. No?
Was that a yogurt lid cap?
No, that was a popsicle. I was fucking continuing. I was trying to take it in a non-racist direction, but you know what? We'll just play the hits here.
I don't know. I did have a thought of I don't remember what it was. I think it had to have been a yogurt cap where like you like peeled it off and then you licked it, and when you licked it, it revealed like too good to waste or something. And I was like, what if it just said like you fat pig? Like
Well, I need
lick
more
the cap.
yogurt, buddy.
you really you have to eat every drop out of the
Whole
yolk
cup wasn't enough for you.
yeah.
No, I remember like the Danimals, the drinkable yogurt, which was my favorite, you know, because fuck healthy yogurt. Let's get Danimals into the mix. And I remember there was like every single box you could win like a competition to go and like live like the sweet life of Zack and Cody
yes,
together.
the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I remember that.
And I remember opening so many Danimals containers just to be apologized to that I didn't win. That was it, and that's all I think. That's where your popsicle racism joke brings me.
Well, you definitely just awoke like a distant memory.
A core memory.
New memory
Of like
unlocked.
Zack and Cody advertising Danimals.
But wasn't it like it was like a monkey that would like surf?
Oh yeah, I remember.
That was the commercial.
He was the titular Danimal.
Yeah, and he was cool.
Oh man, this guy was he got mad puss, dog. This monkey. This guy was fucking like he a surfboard, like a skateboard, like anything, any kind of board.
No, continue about how the monkey. Continue to talk about how the Danimal's monkey fucked, Julian. Continue to talk about how much pussy the Danimal's monkey got. You want to come at me for what I say, and then you want to go talk about just the Danimal's monkey getting ass.
At least everyone can be included in what I'm talking about, okay, man? I don't otherize anyone with. I'm just otherizing the Danimal's monkey right now,
Danimal's
and
monkey.
that's okay to me.
And his wife.
I didn't hurt anyone with my joke, okay? I made a progressive joke about how the Danimal's monkey is sucking and fucking all day.
You want a progressive joke? I got a progressive joke for
Hit
you.
me.
I was in Capitol Hill, and I saw a female dog pee with its leg up, and I was like, huh, even the animals are breaking gender norms.
Do female dogs not pee with their leg out?
No, they squat.
See, that's my
Megan, back
problem
off.
with.
We had a whole argument. Fuck off for like 5 seconds.
So I have a chihuahua. I have 2 female chihuahuas at home, and one of them will lift one leg up to pee, and the other one will go into a full handstand to piss. It's very funny.
Well, I don't know.
She'll like turn nose down, full handstand, both legs off the ground, and then piss into her sister's face. Like she does not give a shit. Regardless, I don't think they're making room for the dick when they do that. Like, are they?
I guess I'm the only one with a female dog that peed like a lady.
Maybe you're just. What did she like? Do a little curtsies?
She took a squat.
Well, I had a basset hound who also would take a squat.
Yeah.
So, but I think that might be a short. You and I just have short dogs.
I just come out as like really like.
What was Ginger? Was Ginger like
dog.
a healer or just like
healer,
total
yeah.
mutt? Okay, yeah. No, because I thought. Yeah, so it's like a healer. It's that
so,
same
so
type of
you think big
beefy
females
dog.
don't squat?
I feel like if you're just low to the ground, I feel like it depends how long your legs are. Like if you're a golden retriever, you're going to lift up your legs instead of squatting. Or if you have long fur, you're going to lift up your leg instead of squatting. But if you're like already fucking right down there to the ground, you're just going to piss. I don't know. I've just never thought about like.
You've never thought of like a.
In your mind, a male dog lifts its leg to piss to like create clearance for the dick, because I've never
not
put it
piss on
that way to
itself.
myself. So to not piss on itself. So I feel like a dog doesn't have such like a long snaking fucking cock that it's just gonna like piss on itself if it doesn't lift its leg up.
I mean, just imagine a dog standing. Imagine a male dog squatting and then pissing. It's gonna get on its paws. Just logistically speaking.
I don't think dogs care if they get. This is interesting.
I'm sure every animal doesn't like stepping in except for like pigs. Except for like the ugly ones. Except for the ones that we eat, ironically.
You know that little yappy dog that's in the.
Yeah, the one I want to run over.
Yeah, that's a female dog, and I saw it today out in the.
So
field, and it lifts its leg.
When I Googled do male dogs pee differently, I got 12 dog peeing positions, and what do they mean?
All right, Megan, pull it up.
What?
I don't know. 12 dog peeing positions.
We could talk about something else.
No, okay. You know what? PetMed.com does say male dogs usually pee in an elevated position, as where female dogs usually squat or raise their leg to pee.
Yeah, so the problem here isn't that my joke isn't correct. It's that I'm weird for watching so many dogs piss. Wait, hold on. Megan's never really been a dog owner. You have been a dog owner, though.
It's weird because you're like, oh, hey, in the gay neighborhood. That makes It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
that's what I think's weird about it too. It's like it's fine. It's fine. It's a fine idea.
Oh, okay, you want to know what it was? I
weird.
saw the female dog lift its leg, and I was like, that was weird. And then like I saw the Rainbow Road, and I was like, ha. Like that's all it was. It was just, it was hot, and then I had like self-reflection, and I found it funny that like I had that thought, and I was like, oh, look where I am. You know what I mean? I was like, this is the place where you would do that. It's not.
It's just
No,
stop
it's
thinking
not
about
bad.
them peeing. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's like. I'm
not thinking about them peeing all the time, Megan.
I'm thinking.
I want Julian to mull this over. You mull this over, and in the meantime, Megan, pull up 12 dog peeing positions.
I don't want to do
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
I hate my life so much.
All right, and that's
Julian,
just
you
going
mull
to
this
show
over.
on camera. That's right, because it's just recording that. You guys, I'm fucking tired. Here, wait, cut to me. Wait, Megan,
I
cut.
can't.
Oh, because it's
The
dead.
camera's out.
It died. Okay, gotcha. I thought it was going to cut to me saying low battery again. I could be like, oh, another long day at work. Low battery. So I think that if... To me, there's nothing inherently wrong with a joke. There's just something in there where the punchline is still like being gay is funny. That it's like it doesn't offend my sensibilities. It's just like you have better jokes, I suppose. You have jokes that are more thoughtful
I hate
of
that. No,
truth.
don't, you
You don't have okay, fair enough.
you
Not
don't
that
have
you
to
have
be
better
like-
jokes. For me, it displays the same thing that kind of like a lot of like edgy jokes can, where it's not so edgy. You're not trying to like offend or tread a line or anything, but it's like, you know, it's like if you made a joke about like a well-groomed dog being gay or something. Like you're probably not hurting anybody. Like it's probably fine, but you're still like gay is the punchline. I don't know. I'm not trying to like catch you on this one. You just asked me what I think, and I'm trying to think through why I wouldn't say it. Because I know I wouldn't say it, but I'm just trying to articulate why.
You smiled.
I did smile. That doesn't count as consent if you didn't know that. already.
Did I just like rape your fucking your laughter?
My laugh box.
I abused your laugh box, bro.
Bro, my laugh dog, no one leaves my laugh box more stretched out than
Oh,
you,
God.
bro. Fucking when I see you, man, my laugh box just dilates, like ready to laugh, you know?
So from here on out, if I say something edgy that you might giggle at, I have to ask for your permission. Like, Julian, do I have your permission to maybe make you smile at something bad? Okay. Megan, I need to know the other 10 dog peeing positions.
I don't know which one he looked up.
Oh,
It was
that's a
from
big one.
petmed.com.
PetMed. MD.
Yes, PetMed.MD.
There are multiple urination positions that are normal for male dogs. The leg lift is just one of them. The urination stance they use depends on
I'm
a
going to
number
cut you
of
off.
factors.
I'm mostly interested in the photo.
Megan, someone's gonna like get off on this. You
Ah.
reading that? Like I can
There's no
hear-
photos?
Not really. It's,
Fuck it. We're moving on.
I would have
Oh,
loved.
there's a photo.
Yeah, it's a little guy.
That's a healthy
Wait,
boy
show that
lifting
guy
his leg.
Show him on the screen. Show him on the
I
screen.
honestly don't.
Megan, you have to
remember
do
how
that. That's your screen right there.
There.
You should make it full screen. You should make it full screen. They want to see the dog, Megan.
That's me when I'm
No,
up.
wait, that is good enough. Okay.
That's me when I'm up late and Lily walks out to come to the bathroom. It's just
It's the eyes. Okay, we can move on. It's not that
so- I have a question for you, which I was talking about with some of my coworkers, which is in our parents' generation, I mean, quite frankly, it might be true. But one of the things my dad will often say to me about getting a job is one of the things employers like to see on your resume is that you've stuck with a place for a while, that you have like continuous work at a place. And I guess I'm just wondering, like, how much of like BS is that, you know? Because obviously, like, if you stick at your very first job for as long as you possibly can, that's going to probably make you less employable than if you moved around to like some other jobs with maybe like a higher like paying future ahead of them. So I guess I'm just wondering, where do you think it starts to benefit you to like stay with a single employer versus like, is that bullshit to you? Do you think that's just something people say because they want you to, you know, be like a fucking slave for them for like 18 months and then move on once it eventually gets unlivable?
I don't think 18 months is a long time to have a job.
It's not crazy.
If I were to say that, but
I guess it's a long time for a 25-year-old to have a job.
Maybe. I think that applies more if you have a shitty job Because if like you're looking to get hired at an entry level job at like O'Reilly Auto Parts, if they look at like you've worked at 4 different places in the past 2 years, it looks like you're very fly by night. But I've been told that in tech positions, you the only way to really ramp up your pay is to job hop around.
Yeah.
And that makes sense to me. But I've also heard on the other side in reference to shitty jobs that they look at people that have worked a lot of jobs in a short period of time as problems potentially.
I've gotten some of that in mind. I guess I'm wondering because I'm a total candidate for this. Worked a lot of jobs in a short period of time, right? Where I'm like hopping around from thing to thing, like whatever. You don't have to do a lot to win my allegiance. Like I don't want to screw the people who I work over with, but like if you're gonna pay me like $1 more an hour, I'll probably transition over to like your field. You know, it's not that complex. So I've definitely gotten in some interviews, people are like, oh, could you explain why you've moved around so much? And
Money.
I know those ones aren't going to go my way, you know, but I guess it's more just like kind of like shotgun method. I feel like if you do like 20 interviews, that won't come up in 10 of them. And then you have a real chance there, which makes me lean more on the side of staying at a singular job is total bullshit as long as you know how to keep interviewing.
Yeah, I'm not a good person to talk on this.
We've had one job for a while. That's kind of why I asked.
I've had 2 interviews
because I figured you'd have the ultimate, like the difference in perspective from me.
Oh yeah. I mean
2 interview. Interesting. So
Yeah.
you've had 2 job interviews in your whole life, and you've gotten both of them.
Yes. No, that's not true. I did.
Okay, I want to hear the one you failed now because I know you've done. I'm assuming 3 now, actually 3 job interviews because you had that job in high school. Maybe that was just a hookup. Maybe you didn't even have to interview.
The high school, the corn or the
Corn.
O'Reilly's?
Corn.
The corn was I just got the job.
Corn was just like, hey, this is the guy to peddle corn for you.
It was more like trial by fire, I guess.
I remember like the corn thing. I remember like, whoa, this motherfucker's rich selling corn.
Dude, it was. I love talking about this. I would work 12 hours on Saturday and 12 hours on Sunday for like $12 an hour plus tips. And so just base pay 12 by 12 is 144, so 288 plus we'll say, you know, I was making like 350.
And that was much more money back then. Like that was when minimum wage was still $9 an hour here.
Well, sure. Plus, I was a freshman in high school.
Plus,
with
you're
no
a fucking
bills.
freshman.
I was pulling in like $1,200 a month. I was just buying teriyaki every
But the thing
day,
is,
dude.
it's like I don't feel like it could like.
I saved
up.
none of
like
it.
I almost get curious. What's your
I
money
burnt that
drain,
shit, dude. What's my money? Back then, food.
What's your money drain now? Because you make as much as Lily and I combined at least, and our money drain is Uber Eats.
So
I'm wondering if you have the exact same money drain of Uber Eats.
Definitely not Uber
I
Eats.
would
I fucking
think-
despise Uber Eats. I don't know if we
Yeah.
talked about this on
We
the
know
show.
you messaged me about it.
Yeah, I
privately.
was so bad. I tried ordering like $40 worth of fucking Chinese food, and these motherfuckers wanted to charge me $20. I was like, "Bitch, where are my keys?"
He was
I was
so
like, "I will go get that myself for $20." Are
he
you
was
shitting
so
me?
mad. He
Go fuck
messaged me
yourself.
off show to make an off show point that we couldn't profit views off of. You guys, like
we had a pointless conversation.
He was pissed.
I was
We
so
couldn't
angry.
monetize it for shit.
We can't monetize this because I steal music.
Don't stop till I'm straight to the top. Don't stop till I'm straight to the top.
I'm giving Prof 5 cents.
And we all going together.
Whoop. All right. So I would say my money drains are the biggest one is that we live in a nice area, so I pay a lot of money for rent.
Do some of your coworkers like live like down south or up north or like something a little bit further away because it's so driving
so much
based?
further.
Okay, yeah.
So much further. I mean,
would you say part of the reason you have this job is because you are Bellevue
yeah.
based?
fuck yeah.
Okay, so it's partly because you're willing to live in a nicer place, and then you can also be closer to all the places that are willing to give you the real money.
Well, it's more that, I mean, if I were to really break it down, traffic is shitty in the morning going south. is going south towards Bellevue and north towards Bellevue. If you live in Bellevue, traffic is awesome going south in the morning, and it's awesome going north in the morning. So, because everyone's coming to Seattle,
Everyone's
Bellevue,
coming
Redmond.
to this big fucking
Exactly.
business park of a city.
And so I am, if either I'm working here or I'm going against traffic in either direction. And so realistically, I mean, I don't own a home, right? A lot of my coworkers own homes, so that's to be taken into account. But if I were to rent in like Enumclaw, Tacoma, Federal Way, something like that, I could maybe save. I could maybe save like $400 a month. But you also have to think, like, the layout of this apartment is really nice. I have a covered parking spot. I don't live in, like, one of those apartment buildings that you have to walk into a lobby and then, like, elevator up and then walk down a hallway. That shit sucks ass. There's a lot of intangibles to this apartment that also bring the value up other than just the location itself. Like, it is a nice apartment. It's in a really cool place. You've been on our patio. We have an awesome, like, grassy area that we can look at. It's a really, and our parking's right there. We have a storage unit for like $50. There's a lot of intangibles about this apartment.
$50 is clutch.
But if you were to take all that away, I could save like $400 a month, but I would seriously be adding like 2 hours of a commute every single day.
Well, no, and I
so
definitely
I'm
respect
saving
that.
like that. That's what 20. I'm saving like 80 hours of my life. So,
and if you just equate those into pay, like I think about that
it's
too.
ridiculous.
Or just think about gas, even. Like I think about that. Like
Right.
I take the
I don't have to
520
pay
because
for
my
gas.
car's a fucking gas guzzler.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't pay for gas. Yeah,
I don't pay for gas, so I don't have to worry about that. But that's another huge thing for everyone else. Wear and tear on your car and gas.
Yeah.
Dude, you spend so much of your life and so much of your money just traveling through the godforsaken traffic that you get on I-5 and 405.
Yeah.
And I get to avoid all of that for like $400 a month. It's incredibly worth it. But if we're talking,
plus there are some places where it's just like you're not getting. It feels like sometimes being able to pay a little bit more, you're getting a little more value. Because sometimes it feels like when you're really hard up, people will try and like bilk you out of your last dime. People will try and be like, oh, well, there's to live in this affordable apartment, you have to pay a $15 a month bullshit apartment fee or something like that. Like they'll think of other money drains for you.
I don't know. I get fucked pretty hard. I don't know how much sewer and water. I don't know how much sewer normally is, but I pay like $150 a month for a sewer, like $100. It's fucking ridiculous. My rent. I pay
Jesus,
like
bro.
I pay like
you gotta stop eating at Arby's.
Yeah, right. I pay like $400 in like bullshit stuff.
So what happens if you don't want to pay for sewer? Can you just choose to
Yeah, right.
shit
Can
in
they
a
just
public
can they just
restroom?
shut off my toilet and like every drain to my house? No, but so like my big money blowers are rent for one. We do go out to dinner probably. We go and sit down somewhere definitely one time a week. And then I like to.
That was a big thing for Lily and I too. Well, especially because you don't drink. Does Megan? You don't drink either, right? No, that's what.
You know what she did the other day that fucking
money
blew
drain.
my mind?
What?
Oh my god, dude, this shit is so. I don't know what, and it's not.
I thought I was being logical, but
we
I
went to a restaurant, and she ordered a lemonade and an iced tea. And I was just like, it's fine. It's like $4. I can pay $4. But it's just the idea of like, in the back of my head, when I was a kid, you'd go to a restaurant and you'd order water because if everyone ordered sodas, it would cost like a significant amount of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to go to a restaurant with this woman and she orders 2 drinks, it just blew my mind. I was like, I was like, are you shitting me?
I remember once we were going.
It didn't
we went to a bar
register
in
until
Bellevue, and I got like an old fashioned with one of those big douchey fucking ice cubes in it. And you're like, "How much was that?" I was like, $20, and you were like, "I hope you're enjoying it." So I get that.
But so I mean,
if I can stick up for myself, may I? I just didn't want to bother the waiter. It was close to close.
yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck.
I said, "Can
That's
I
what we
please have a
tip him
strawberry
for.
lemonade and an iced tea?" And then I didn't have any water, and I just drank my strawberry lemonade and my iced tea, and I didn't bother him. And as a new waitress, I felt like I was doing something nice. And I didn't really think about the fact that they both cost like $4.
Yeah,
Should have just got the lemonade. You're not wrong, Zachary, but I feel like I had logic. I wasn't just being frivolous.
You had there's a difference between a thought process and logic. You were not being logical, but you had a thought process. Like there was a reason for what you did.
Zach,
But like,
you
if you were
honestly
to
get
take
it.
into account all of the details, that
Megan-
does not make logical sense.
I feel.
I wanted iced tea
I feel-
and I wanted lemonade.
I
You know
feel
what? You know
so
what you
bad.
order? An Arnold Palmer. You fuck.
I feel.
That's what that is.
I feel so bad that I'm like fully siding with Zach right now on the you had a thought process, not like an idea thing. Because that's, and we all do it. We all do it where it's like, I find that sometimes a lot of my disagreements are with people, like with Lily or with a lot of my friends. It just comes up with Lily the most because I'm around her the most. Where it's like, oh, I just thought that this. And I'm like, oh, why? Like, why are you getting stressed out about something you imagined, you know? And I'm pretty good at getting stressed out about something that I imagined. But there's like a lot of time where we'll make a order for pickup and Lily will be like, oh, we gotta go get it right when it's ready for pickup. And I'm like, no, just don't show up early and demand that it be ready early. Like it can sit there for 5 minutes, you know? Like we don't need to make up this rule that this isn't a doctor's appointment where we need to be on time. Like let's just think through it for a second. So I have that instinct myself, and it makes me a dick too. So at least I'm a dick with you.
I wasn't
man.
being a dick.
Well,
I refute that statement. Sounds like you were being a dick.
I'm kind of being a dick.
I was
when
trying
I'm
to be
doing it.
fiscally responsible.
I'm kind of like, why aren't we being as logical as we could be? I'm very thoughtful. I'm like a total Elon Musk stan. The second someone disagrees with me, I'm like, actually, science says.
Dude, she forgot that it costs money. That's what happens when you pay for everything. She forgot that it cost money. What an insane thing to say.
No, Megan and I are the same because Lily's been
Your
working the
dad.
same job for a whole year. And then I have been hopping around between a bunch of jobs. So sometimes Megan will like tell me her career prospects and I'll be like, just like me. And that's not a good thing, but I empathize. Because I have the same respect for there's one person who's got their shit together a little more with work.
Well, the difference,
And granted, I have my shit together the least with work. I'm not talking about me here.
I was gonna say the difference is that
I'm talking about me foremost. Is what
she's going to college. You're done with college. You know what I mean?
That's why I said it was the worst.
There's a little bit of a difference there. Shout out to Lily, holding it down at the Thompson household.
Right? Holding it down at the Thompson Robinson household.
I am that. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. And we all going together.